A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing people to the part 3 of Divine Masculine loses mother figure and Divine Feminine shows compassion channeling series. And as I told you in the part 2 ending, that in part 3 I would be narrating the vision, which I had started in the part 1, and then I had to explain the scenarios to you all. One more thing that you must understand and must know is that why you have to go through all this. A lot of you must be having this question. Why do I have to go through this? This type of pain, this type of torture, emotional torture. In some of your cases, you feel that you misunderstood someone who really loved you, and you should not have done that. So there is this guilt. In some cases, you feel that this person who you considered would understand you, knowingly pretending to not understand you. Why this pain? And that too from a person you loved so much, or you do love so much, and the love will never die. Why couldn't you see it through? Why couldn't you see it coming? The simple reason is that we are here on this planet Earth to learn detachment. Detachment is the most important lesson. We need to understand that the only love that is true and real is the love with the source. When you are one with the source, all of these other relationships become one with you as well. In a way that they are not attachment, but they are helping in your growth, in your path. So once when Buddha got his enlightenment, he went back to his kingdom after so many years of seeking and being a sadhak, being a tapasvi. He goes back to his wife, to his mother and father and son and everyone. And I would not tell you the whole story here. I will just tell you one part of it. It is that one part where his parents are very upset with him, and they say that how could you do this to us? How could you just leave us and go away? We are your parents. I am your father. The mother says, I am your mother. How could you do it to us? And the Buddha says that before you, I had so many mothers. In every life, whether I was born as a plant or whether I was born as an animal, whether I was born as something else, not human, or I was in some other dimension, no matter where I was born, I had so many mothers, and I had so many fathers, countless mothers. In this life, you happen to be my mother, father. You are a catalyst in my growth. You are a catalyst in my journey to help me. And we all are doing that for each other. So these relationships that give you so much pain, so much trauma of separation, they are here to help you learn detachment. So that you don't ask this question, why is this happening to me? Rather, you think that what is it doing to me? How is it helping me? Why me is the worst approach to have. Instead of that, we must think, okay, why is this happening? Like, why am I in this situation? I'm 100% sure there's a reason behind it. So as I told you that I also had to take a lot of, courage to know. And when I started knowing fully within my heart, within my soul, within myself, that my father or my guru or anyone whom I've lost physically, who I really loved, I realized that they are a part of me. They're always with me. I started seeing them in very beautiful mystical forms. And I've had those experiences, and these are the experiences that make you understand that people who are stuck in this theme, this Maya, this illusion, this matrix of planet Earth, earthly life, earthly life is beautiful, no doubt. But if you're stuck in the Maya, you will never see anything beyond it. You will never see what lies outside of it. And we are also going to die. Just all these relationships die. we also die. There is no difference. We die, but we don't die in the soul's perspective, we die in the body perspective. Once the body's job is over, it is a vehicle, it is a machine, it is a gadget, it is a device. Once the device's work is over, which is already predestined. Now, a lot of you would not know that there are some people on this planet who know, because they've done so much work, they have the siddhis, they know that this is the time and this is the date, this is the minute, this is the second I am going to be leaving this body, I would be breathing my last breath. They know it. That is such an amazing place to be in. And I'm not saying that you do all of this work to reach there. It is an automatic process. It will happen if you keep working. And let me tell you, there is no other way other than meditation, other than dhyan, other than naam, jap, other than simran. These are all Hindi words, I know. These are the only things that can help you. The only one thing is constant dhyan. So nowadays I've been hearing some really intelligent scientific people, scientists, that they're using this term for dhyan. The word dhyan is called focused attention in English. Even when we say the word meditation, it's not a complete word. It cannot complete the meaning of dhyan, because dhyan means to be in the moment, to do everything with dhyan. This is the only thing that can help you out in this journey, no matter who says what. And to get into that state of mind, you have to really detach from everything. In the twin flame journey, the journey is such, especially in the case of divine masculine, the detachment will happen automatically through the life lessons, through the karmic lessons. He will be so heartbroken, and the soul shocks will be so strong that he will automatically get cut off from all the worldly things, all the worldly relationships. The same thing happens first with the divine feminine, because the divine feminine goes through it via the masculine. The masculine gives it to her, that pain. So she's the first person to actually learn it. And because she learns it first, she's the one who has the power to transmute all the pain, all the anger, all the suffering into compassion. And that's the reason why in this vision also, it's not a big surprise that the divine masculine contacts her. And not only contacts her because he's so scared. He knows even on that level that there are certain things she will not forgive easily. And in 3D world, it would be impossible for her to forgive. And maybe that is his assumption. Maybe if he's in such a horrible condition, such a bad state, and he comes to her, she'll not be like, oh yeah, whatever, you did this to me, so get lost. But in this vision, so I'm going to get straight to the vision now. First, she is inside her property, you can say property or location, which is actually surrounded, and there is surrounded by some kind of a boundary wall. It is not like a wall, but it is something like an invisible boundary. Like you know that so and so exists here, so and so works here. So nobody enters automatically, and there is an entrance. And within that area, she has her own people. She's doing work on her own, and she's also delegated work to some other people. And there is an entrance. So at the entrance, there are some people. So the divine masculine reaches the entrance, and since he's in a very heartbroken state, the guides ask the person, the gatekeeper, to let him in. They even say that he's the one who wants to visit her. We'll stay at the gate. Let him in. And he is here to visit her, and it's very important. So the people, there are 2-3 people at the gate, as I see in the vision. At the gate, there are 2-3 gatekeepers. So one of the gatekeepers goes to the divine feminine, and he tells her that the divine masculine with the guides is here to visit you. Now, she is in no mood to talk to him. That's also not a surprise, because the separation has been so long and she's been so hurt by his behavior. And she says that, okay, I don't want to meet him. But she inquires that who is he with, and did he tell you why is he here, and blah, blah, blah. So the gatekeeper tells her that he is with some people. and they just want to talk. She doesn't ask anything, and the gatekeeper goes back again. And it is so interesting that she's the same person who used to be always looking forward to meet him, always there for him. And now, even in the vision, even if she's meeting him in the dream, she's like not interested. Because she has found love with the source. Now there is one more channeling that I had to do, and I have not uploaded it yet. It happened right before this channeling, and due to all this confusion that happened, the quarantinement and all the other things I got busy with, I have not yet posted that channeling, but I will. And those of you who are listening to this channeling would know that that channeling came first and this one came later. So you would understand why she's in that state of mind, because she's found true love. She's actually found union. So she feels that everything else, so if I have the Kohinoor diamond, which is the best diamond in the world, then why will I look at stones and rocks and pebbles? And that to those people who hurt me, who misunderstood me, who mocked me, who left me alone, who didn't even have the time, to at least reply to my messages or my calls, or when I was trying to contact or trying to communicate, and not just for my sake, but for the sake of the union, for the sake of the purpose, for the sake of so many good things that were supposed to follow. It was not like she was being selfish and a lot of you are going to resonate with this channeling. I know that. A lot of you. And especially in this time, during this time. So with all those emotions, she gets back to her work in a very nonchalant way, as if nothing has happened to her. And then there is this gatekeeper goes back, and now she can hear it, that they're still talking to him, they're still convincing him, the guides are talking constantly, and the divine masculine is not speaking much. The guides are talking for him, and she again thinks that why can't he speak for himself? She thinks that in her head. And so far she does not know anything. What is the mental state? Why is he in this condition? Why is he so? Because he is yet to learn detachment. The detachment that she has found, he hasn't found it yet. Okay? So he is yet to learn it from the loss of a loved one, from the loss of a relationship, or from some karmic lessons, which are very strong matriarchal lessons that he's received. He's yet to learn the detachment. He's not yet learned it, and that's why he's in a very bad condition emotionally. And the masters are with him, the guides are with him. That's why the guides are also with him. The helping souls are with him, because they are taking care of him. Okay? So she says, she's wondering now that, okay, she can hear the commotion. She's doing her work, she's detached, but she can hear the commotion. And now the guard comes back again, the gatekeeper comes back again, and he says that it's very important, they really want to talk to you. And then she asks all this question, that what is like the reason that they are here? Did they tell you? So the gatekeeper says, they have not told me the reason. All they tell me that he wants to talk to you privately. And she says that I cannot talk to him privately. I'm so sorry. If I talk to anyone right now, I will do it publicly, as in front of everyone. There is no need of privacy. Everything is open. My life is an open book. My masters know everything. My guides know everything. They have seen me go through all this situation. They have seen me cry. They've seen me sob. They have seen me howl. They have seen me in my worst situation, that nothing is hidden from them. So I don't want to have a private talk with anyone. You can tell them that I'm not interested in a private talk. I will consider, I will think, but not right now. It's like I don't want to do it. And the gatekeeper goes back again. Now this is probably the second, third time that she's denied the entry. And then she feels that, okay, if I don't respect him, it's a different thing, but I respect the guides. The guides are very loving, compassionate, benevolent people. My guides have been with me, so obviously his guides are also with him. And all the guides, sometimes they can be opposing guides also, let me tell you. But she knows now that she's done so much work, inner work, she knows that these are all friendly guides. So they're all in one page right now. Even, I'll tell you, when you do this inner work, you'll find out that sometimes even the guides are not they are quarreling or they are not in one page. That can also create a problem. And now she has done so much inner work and she has had so many conversations that she's already removed these type of guides from her life, from her journey, and she's told them that if you're going to be in my journey, if you're going to be in my path, you have to be supportive, you have to be positive, you have to be helpful. If you're quarrelsome, if you're negative, if you're going to keep wasting my time, then please leave. I don't need such people. I don't need such guys. She has been so adamant. You know why? There's a reason. It's not like she's disrespectful towards the guides. It's because she knows that the love of the source is so beautiful. The love, when there is love of the source, there is no separation, there is no quarreling, there is no disagreement. There's only discussion and there is only transmutation. If you have a difference, you will transmute it. If you have a fear, you will transmute it. You're not going to waste time on quarreling, this, that. Even if there are heavy feelings that we need to work on, we need to process those feelings, she's going to process them. She's not going to say, oh, this is this feeling, this stupid person, this situation, oh, why have you put me into this? Okay, I'm not good. That is not happening anymore. So, suddenly something happens to the Divine Feminine. She just, like, now the guides are like given up. The Divine Masculine has given up. The Divine Masculine is also requested. Everyone has given up. They are thinking that she's not going to come. So the interesting part is that they are not still going away. What they do is they say, okay, we'll wait here. We'll wait here for as long as we have to wait. We don't mind waiting here. We'll probably sit outside the gate somewhere. We'll have a corner. We'll create a space. We'll sit there. We'll not leave. Whenever she wants to come, she can come. And this talk they're having right at the entrance. And even before they go and find that space or corner, she reaches there. And there is some humor over here. There's something which I found very funny. That while she's walking towards the entrance, she's so angry. The humorous part is that she is walking up to the entrance and she's like, I don't know why this Divine Masculine is here now after all this. I really don't understand. Why can't he do the work on his own? Why does he have to come here? Why does he have to do this? And why bring the guides? I mean, did he really, think that bringing the guides would help? And he needs to manage his pain on his own. Now, let me tell you, this is also the stage of transmutation. Okay, so she also is doing some work here. She's also transmutating the feeling. So that's why she's not like going straight up to this thing, this situation. She's mumbling all of that. And because those people had already were thinking that we'll go and find a space, so the commotion has reduced. It's not like that noisy. But she's walking towards the gate and then she reaches the Divine Masculine with all that anger and why is he here and blah 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 feeling. But the moment she looks at him, she actually reads everything. She reads his energy. She has been in that energy. She has been in that space. She knows how it feels. She reads it. And she looks at his face and his body language. He's very pale. He's very weak. He's very low. And, he's very thin. He's lost weight. She looks at him. She feels that he's actually going through a very real feeling right now. This is not an ego feeling. This is a soul feeling. And all her anger transmutates when she looks at him. The guides are also around him. And there is still some kind of a gap, like a wall, but it's not that high. She I don't know if she flew that high, but because I didn't see what's below, or did she stand on the stool or something, but she sort of just swiftly reached where his head was, and she looked at him into the eyes. She held him like a mother. So now she's playing the role of his mother. And this is the beauty of a twin flame relationship. You play all the roles. And In some cases, some of you could be a monadic twin flame. So you are going to be his teacher, and that will be helping him. That will be like playing the mother's role as well. So when you see him in such a bad condition, without the mother energy, without in so low energies, she just holds him and she gives him 3 kisses. 1 kiss she gives him on his crown chakra, 1 on the 3rd eye, and 1 somewhere on the cheek, which is for the body. So 1 is for the body, it is connected to the sacral chakra basically. So she gives him 3 kisses. So these 3 kisses that she gives to him, they are so full of compassion, so full of love, so much filled with divinity. It's like the most beautiful, like when you get these visions, like when I get these visions, and through me you guys are also experiencing the vision, being there in the vision and then seeing it from at the same time from the first person to the 3rd person, it's another feeling. And then going through this emotion, there is so much singularity, and that's it. She doesn't talk to him, she doesn't say hi, she doesn't say hello, she doesn't say nothing. She just reads him, holds him, gives him these 3 kisses, and that's it. She goes back to her work. She goes back to her work. She wonders again, but she thinks, I hope, she makes a prayer for him also, I hope he gets out from this. He learns the lessons. I know it's hard, but he learns the lessons, and I know he will, and it's all right. Whatever happened, whatever he did, whatever he said, those were all. But this is only till there, which means that when you get back to your work, when you are not attached at all, you're just basically doing your duty. You're giving a person, you've learned something because of him. Basically where she is now is because of the divine masculine. If the divine masculine had not acted in such a way, and whatever he did was also, you can say, he didn't know anything. Just like the family members, just like the soul group people, they are hurting the divine feminine. Obviously they don't know what to do. Whatever they know, whatever they've gone through, whatever they've been programmed with, they are going to do that. They're going to show that. But why are they showing her that? Why did they show her that? Just the way, why did all this happen to the divine masculine? It's only because it will help. It will help. It will uplift. It will be a very important part of the growth of the journey. So the channeling has come to an end here. And thank you so much for being here. And I understand that everyone is on their personal journey. If you resonate with this, you will gain something from it for sure. But there are personal readings also, and there are different types of readings, and there are different types of healings, which all of us need to do, and that is the truth. That is the truth. Especially if you're the divine feminine. You are the one who can change the dynamic. You're the one who you have all the power. And I'm saying this from my own experience. Nobody will do it for you. Nobody can do it for you. You have to do it. And the only way to do is dhyan. Is in Hindi we have many words for it. Constant connection with the source. Constant connection with the source. Constant connection. All the time connected with the source. That is the true union. All the very best to you. Thank you so much.